What's up guys, it's iUrBaNz, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to be showing you how to add shadows and stuff to your C4D text files. And what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how to add it specifically to boujou files and any tracking data files. And as you can see, I already have my tracking data imported. And this won't just be used for like tracking data or any other file like that. This can be used to any still image or whatever to add shadows to it. But for this, I'm just going to show you guys how to do it with track data. Now what we also want to do is we're going to create a new material, which I already have here because sometimes it takes a long time to load. We don't need that one. But first, we're just going to import a background. And I've already showed you guys a tutorial on this with the boujou tracking, so I don't really need to get into a description for this. But yeah, so all I have to do is just drag that on top. And there you have your tracked footage. And as you can see, well, it doesn't really stick very well to my scene, but it's not too important. Because all I really want to show you guys is just basically the principle of adding shadows. Okay, so first thing that we want to do is I'm just going to show you, we're just going to add a text object, and we have our text. And I don't even think I dragged in the right tracking footage, but it's not really necessary because all I want to show you guys is shadows. So now what we have, since we have our text in here, when you render it out, no shadows, it doesn't really look like it fits in the scene, it's just sort of floating there. And what you can do, stop. Okay, now what you can do is just add a floor. Sorry, my friend is kind of being a dick. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a floor, and now as you can see, the floor is just like a floor. And when I'm just gonna drag underneath the text, when you render it out, you see the floor, and you don't even see the scene anymore. All we have to do to fix that. Rhymed. Yeah, I know, that was awesome. And now all you have to do is just drag the same material that you used on your background and just drag it right into your your floor. And it should look really weird. It should look kind of like that. And when you render it out, it's kind of like a WTF moment. But to fix that, all you have to do is come up to projection, change that to frontal, then you render it out. You sort of like have a different scene, and your text won't really line up to where it was previously. Like if you see here, it's over there. When you render, it's on top of the, I guess, air conditioning things, boxes. Let's go with that, boxes, right? So basically, it's just guess and check. Or if you want to really figure out how you did it, then you can sort of just close the layer, and then you'll be able to see where it is exactly. But this is actually a really good technique to use because it's just an easier way of giving shadows. But as you can see, there's not really shadows anyways, so we're just going to fix that. We can actually just take off self-shadowing and compositing background. If you want to use that, this is important. Render, it's still the same, there's still no shadows, but what you can do to fix that, so you can just add a light, and just drag it up so you can see the text, and sort of try and match where the light is in the scene. That's how you get your most realistic effect. Maybe around right there. Oops, light. Just gonna drag that up. Maybe a little bit, and I don't really know where the light is in the scene, so we'll just kind of go just randomly. And there's not really shadows happening, still nothing. So what we can do is go to the light, go to shadow soft maps, and then when we render it, you should have shadows. Now that looks kind of weird, like 'cause it's sort of floating over the plane, so the shadows are staying pretty far away. So I'm actually gonna move that just so we can see it a lot better. Let's actually just drag that down just a little bit. Don't want to drag down too far because we don't want to fall through the plane. And render that out again. Maybe move that a little bit forward so it's on the stupid box. I just want to see where it is actually, so it's just... Okay, let's put that just down there. And turn that off. And obviously down there, but what I said before is when you have the projection, it's actually just going to replace that. And now you're going to see when you render it, it's up there and you have your shadows. And I didn't really want to go too much into like following where the light is in the scene. It's not very easy to find, but the way you can do it is just by looking at the shadows on these buildings, how they're facing the direction like this. So you can just take the light, move it sort of over here. Oh, that was awesome, by the way, man.
Fucking stupid, Derek.
Right, and then you sort of have it.
Right on my headphone.
You sort of have yourself a nice little shadow going. And let's actually just make that a bit closer. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. It sort of matches the scene. You get a nice glow on the text, like it sort of matches the scene. It's really simple to do, really fast. It's not very hard to do. So guys, I'll have more tutorials like this. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.